All right. We are live. Just making sure everything's working properly. Same thing as always. Oh, buttons work. Awesome. How is everyone? You all right? Looking forward to the weekend. It is Friday evening. Or maybe Friday night. You pick. Or maybe it's morning for you. Who knows? Me? The end of the week. Let's do this. There we go. We're live. Yeah, awesome. Grab something to drink. Music comes through right. Yeah, looks fine. Oh, that's nice. Oh, lovely. All my creatine is at the bottom of the bottle. Like, I was wondering why it didn't taste weird. 1 second. How about this? Let's have a look. Yeah, I can't see the bottle anymore because it's all foggy. That's what I want. Oh, there we go. All right. So how have we all been? These weekly streams, well, like once a week streams, I should call them. I feel like I don't see everyone often as I did. It is temporary though. I do plan on getting back to the 3 weeks, 3 streams a week type of thing. Just need a little bit more of time. I've set a deadline on myself for the goal. So for you, if you don't know, what I've done is, okay, let's start slightly more back in time. I'm making a video game, horror game, and I've been streaming that for, I think, maybe a few months now. I've been streaming for a lot longer than that, but I've swapped games or game projects. So this one I'm working on is about, I would say, 2 to 3 months, give or take. And I came to a realization that the core gameplay, everything like the basics of the game wasn't clear enough. Especially wasn't clear for everyone else. And for me, and well, I should say, it wasn't clear to me, and therefore, by proxy, I don't think it was clear to anyone else. So I had to step back and focus on that for a while. So I limited the amount of streams I did during the week, and instead of 3, I went down to 1. And I've been streaming games for those weekly streams. So it's been... is this the 4th week now? Time flies. So either way, the goal I have for that, not sure what to call it, doesn't really matter what it's called. The idea is that on Wednesday next week, I have set a deadline for myself, so hopefully I'll have enough written down and clarified, especially for myself, that I can get back to the proper game dev. Hey Mitchell, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, it's been a while. 1 second, I need to kick on. I need to start my AC. It's getting warm enough. Hopefully it can't hear it. It shouldn't. But... So yeah, just to clarify or end what I was just saying, I will go back to more streams, more weekly streams, if within maybe 2 weeks. Hopefully 1 week. But next week is still going to be that once a week stream. But yeah, it's looking good. I feel more secure or more comfortable with where the game is going. The documents and things like that. It's just kind of finalizing it right now and making sure that once I do get into streaming again, once I just go full in again, I'd like to have it clear that I don't feel like once I do start streaming, I have to think it's one now. No, I want to have a clear path forward. If that makes sense. Right. So how about this? How about we turn off the music for a little bit? I'll stop with stream. So how about that? I'm gonna do this. Let's check. Oh. It shouldn't be too loud. Confirm. Maybe a little bit. Let's keep it at 40%. And we can always go up later on. We need to. All right. So what's the goal for Factorio, which is what we're playing today? It's the second week in a row. Fun stuff. Let's load. Yes, where we're left off, I think I was working on automating the screen science. So we've, I think we're halfway through that, because we do have belts. What we don't have is, what's the name again? Arms, the arms. What's the name of the arms again? It's inserters. Didn't know that. So yeah, so we're making, I believe it's inserters. That's needed now. So just need to remember the buttons. And let's double check that. Yeah, so inserters, specifically the yellow ones. So that is the next step in this automation process. So how should we go about doing that? What do we need by that? Maybe I should check that first. We need, well, not that. This. Gears, which we're making more than enough of, I think. Iron plates. I think that should be fine too. We might have to increase production. So I'm looking down here. It doesn't look like these guys have enough. Are you prioritizing right? You're not prioritizing. I want you to prioritize the right thing. Is that bad? Yeah, I think that's bad. Should just increase the output of metal plates instead, I think. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think that is the best option. So how should we go about doing that? So apparently we have enough iron ore, so I think we could just extend this part. Maybe we double it. Let's just double it, I think. Right now I'm making a small platforming game. Fairly generic concept of trying to find 4 gems. I want it to be more open worldly with simpler GP so I can focus more on feel, art, and world building. That sounds amazing. Let's see, make a small open. I mean, I love that they added small platforming, but an open world feeling. I don't personally consider small and open world in the same sentence. Mohammed, how you doing? Well, you start out with an apology. Why are you apologizing for it, Mohammed? It's a called or is. Okay. Small as in not complicated. Fair enough. So simple, I guess. Sorry, that's how I do things. I just correct people on speech. While at the same time, I'm not really good at it. So apologies. You saw a notification but slept. You missed 10 minutes, Mohammed. Don't apologize for 10 minutes. Don't apologize at all for missing stream. Don't worry about it. I'm glad you're here. Simple concept, simple gameplay, that kind of small. Fair enough. Fair enough. That's right. I'd like to get at least a start in this. So, should I move these? I probably should. Which means that these guys are just going to do that. Dumbasses. First of all, that was probably insane. Like, increase the output a bit. Next, I'd like to stop this for a minute. And grab this. I'm going to do 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. That's 4. Boop. Do I not have enough stone? What is this? How much stone do I have? Enough. Oh, inventory is full. I have more than enough stone. Okay. Thank you. You're complaining about something. What? Ooh, wait. I need to remember how to play. Oh, you mean you missed more streams than one? Don't worry about it. Absolutely fine. You have your own life to live. And you shouldn't have to feel sorry for missing a stream or 2. Or 5. Or 6, even. No? What's going on? Oh, is it... I forgot. I need to make them first. That's why. There we go. There we next, let's connect these again. So I don't need that. I'm sure I need to do this now. There we go. Extend this guy. I assume that is more than enough. More than enough. Lastly, we need you, and you. Flip this around. And this, that, this, and that. And for some reason, this isn't correct. Now I need more light posts. So how about that? Oh. How about... I don't know. How about that? There we go. So we doubled the output, which is nice. We're going to need to hijack one of these. Maybe we should just hijack it right there. Then again, maybe not. I don't know yet. We'll figure it out. We're not optimizing right now. Right, so we can output the belts right there. And we could potentially... Should we make the... where should we make the circuits? I'm pretty sure they need copper, right? Copper and iron plates. Copper cables and iron plates. Oh my. Oh my. So let's have a branch of copper plate, no copper cables right there. The only gameplay gimmick is that you can flip your gravity at certain gravity pillars. Okay. So I can play around with more open space. That's cool. I've seen a lot of cool games with the idea. That work a lot with the idea of flipping and manipulating gravity. That could be really cool. Really cool. How about this? What if... How many... half a sec for each? I feel like I'm overthinking things. Let's just put it down somewhere. Let's just do this. Sometimes you just need to do things. Instead of worrying about it working or not. There we go. Let's select this. No, not that. God damn. You're meant to be able to, what's going on? There we go. What's the copy paste again? Is it control click? No. It's right shift click. Alright, shift right click, I mean. There we go. Even it out a bit. 49 degrees Celsius, that is insane. We're back to reasonable numbers here in Sweden. I think we've been around the 20s, 22s. That's reasonable to me. I absolutely prefer that over the intense heat we've had so far. Okay, so we're making cables. Then we needed plates for... We need iron plates. Can I hijack that somehow? I probably need to increase the output even further. This is not going to last long. How's the volume, by the way? I haven't played in a while, so I'm not sure. Right now it seems quiet in the game, but if it's too loud, let me know. Let's make another 8. Or, yeah. That's not what I wanted, but fair enough. Where else? Did I run out of arms? I did. Nope. Ugh. How's school, by the way, Mohammed? Everything's going all right? Getting dark quickly. No. So how about that? Now we increased with another, I don't know, 50% or so. It would be nice to fill the entire thing. That would be nice. We're also going to do this up here. We're going to add this. New. There we go. I don't know if that works. Does it? Doesn't look like it does. Oh, either way. Isn't that how it's meant to do it? Meant to split up the balance the belt. Maybe it isn't. Alright, so we got more iron coming. Can I then... Can I hijack this iron plate somehow? Or can I pass it along? Because I do have a fair bit right there. What if I do... This is probably dumb. This is probably really dumb. But what if... I mean, this is more than enough. Could probably just remove it from this part, couldn't I? Let's see. Quick game dip backstory. This is based off of a level I was making in Geometry Dash. But thankfully, they already have an idea of good physics. That's great. Yeah. I mean, that's how you do it, right? You grab inspiration from wherever. Shouldn't complain if you're inspired. That's great. Ooh. So we're actually kind of slowly adding to that. That's great. Sweet. I kind of got lost. What was I doing again? Circuits, right? I need plates. Should I just pass this part along? Yeah, let's do that. We can fix if I need more of anything later on. That's not what I wanted. There we go. Did I mess it up? No. Still not moving. Why aren't you moving? Because you have a overflow gears. Is that the thing? It could be. Oh, fair. Right. Yeah, it's because of that, which could be a problem further up. Well, hey, let's pass this along for now. We got these. What if we do it this way? Let's do that. I need... How many would you think I need? Say, let's do 3. You know that, or that takes us. Do it like that. Like so. So. Nope. Wrong way. That's the wrong way. There we go. That's not what I wanted. That's definitely not what I wanted. And clean this up. There we go. All right. Almost got these going. There we go. We need these. We go this way. So I'm thinking we could probably go through that part. Something like that. This guy. That guy. I did look at the few of the things you sent. I might not have listened to the song specifically. No. We'll have a listen later on. Promise. Is it one you've made yourself, or just one you'd like to recommend? There were a few posts you did. Yeah, it's awesome. Creating stuff. I mentioned this earlier to you. You're on a spree right now, it looks like. Made quite a few things. It's going again. Turning the AC on and off, it's way too efficient every now and then. Probably not enough. But it will do. That will do, monkey. No, not monkey. Donkey. That's what it is. That will do. We need this. Let's make like so. That will pass through that part. Then we got belts. We got circuits. What else do we need? Science. Inserters. That's what we're making it, right? Got those. Got that. And iron plates. Awesome. So here's my thinking. Stinking thinking. Those were things I made over the past few months. I just forgot to show you. Okay. Well, either way, I mean, the amount of things you did, even if it's over a few months, that's impressive. It is. Not what I want to do. Oh, I already have it on my keyboard. It's great. Grab this. Pass it on. So now I'm probably making a big mistake. So how would I do about this? Now that I need 3. Chances are I want 1 belt with at least 2 ingredients. And 1 belt with just the 1. Right? Either way. What if I do that? It does automatically. Oh, that's amazing. That's amazing. Thank you, devs. Thank you, devs. That's amazing. Let's leave it at that. So my belts will be running out on this side. It's like I have my iron plates, meet them up. This spot. Like, almost at least. We're being Italians. We're making spaghetti. No offense, hopefully. Oh, damn. Belt's on the wrong side. So how would I do that? I didn't expect that. Is it because of the input on this side? That could be. It's good to know. So how about this? What if I do that and tell it left? Can I do that? You love spaghetti, fettuccine, penne cotta, angel hair? I don't think I've heard of that before. What is angel hair? Never heard of angel hair before. You know, let's make it even easier for us. How about that? I'm so smart. There we go. Is code actual spaghetti? Well, you live and learn, right? Yes, it is. Absolutely. You can... Well, imagine this. When you dig deep into a spaghetti plate of code, do you get hungry? No, you get lost in it. And you don't feel hunger. So it has to be food. Isn't that how a joke works? Oh, you're making a joke. That flew way past me. all over my head. Yeah. All right. How much you want to bet that this is not going to work? No, I am kind of fairly confident. Now the question is, how many of these do I need? How many of these do I need? It's a good question, isn't it? It's not meant to be there. It needs to be like so. So now the question, the big one. Have I made a mistake? Chances are high. But not impossible that I've actually pulled this through. Then we need one of these. Thinking. Right there. Yep. Didn't work. God damn. God damn. Change your plans. Change your plans. Nope, nope. Okay, so it's also pushing or placing the components one block further away, which makes sense. It does. So what we want to do instead, let's make you a turn. Like so. I'm pretty sure we can do it this way. Right. Then we need that guy. So. And so. How about that? Then I'm probably going to have to select this. Oh, right. Oh, so this is where I need the long arms, isn't it? No, all right. My bad. I made a mistake again. I made a huge mistake. We're making inserters, not belts. God damn. How about this? I'm gonna have you go ever slightly out like that. We need copper cables. And I've already... No. It's just copper plates I need? Iron plates. I need iron plates. And gear. I do have a lot of gears. They are already waiting for me right there. Why did I do this? Anyone who can explain why I did this? I don't know. No, I don't know. My head, my brain. It's not comprehending. What if I... What if I... What if I did this? What if we send... I do that. I can't. Probably do this, though. But I can't send it through that, alright? How about... I'm doing this. Should be a way to split this, shouldn't it? I do need... I need my plate to be on that side. So what if... This is probably not going to work, but let's try it. Have you... to the right. Well, that's output priority. And what if we do that? How the hell is this going to work? This is probably the dumbest way to do this. And so, now that we have this, we're going to send this guy up like so. We're going to pass you on this side. All right. I'm thinking if I could potentially use this, I could, but ow. What's the best way of doing it? What's the best way? Did the music die completely, or am I just not hearing it? I'm not hearing it, that's the thing. It does seem low. All right. About that. Like so. And yeah, making this ARM production can't happen fast enough, I think. There we go. Where to place you? Do that. That. Awesome. Then we need to do this. There we go. That's something. If I were to place, I need to experiment with a thing. If I were to do this. First, we need a box. If I do that, that's not the experiment I want to do. The experiment I want to do. But then we're to place a belt. Like so. Do you place them evenly or on just one side? One side. I was kind of hoping you didn't do that. And you seem to lean on the right side each time. Okay. Well, it's not the end of the world. No, in fact, it might be good. I might also have to make more. Wait, why is it so slow? Because you're not getting gears. That's why, isn't it? Now you get not getting... Oh, I'm an idiot. I'm not the smartest man alive. Oh, god damn. Of course this doesn't work. Why would I think this would work? This does not work. So how do we fix the... Can I... This is probably not going to work, but I'm going to try it. If I do that... I grab this. Like so. Yeah, that didn't work, did it? Does it need to be on the right side? Yeah, probably. Can I consolidate this somehow? If I make this guy... It's a learning thing, isn't it? How about that? It would be nice if this could... Because I want this green red arm put into this guy. See if that works. If it does, then I can add this guy. That's not working. And why is that? Is it because we're... Shouldn't it work, though? Oh, was it because of school? Oh, you're still working. God damn it. You fall asleep again. You're tired, Muhammad. Go to bed. It's fine. How would you do this? It does feel like this arm should work. Right? Why isn't it? You don't want those nightmares. No, 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 you do not. That's a horrible idea. I do not sing. Oh, there we go. It was working. It just... Temporarily stopped. Fair enough. Awesome. I was wondering why it didn't work. It's nothing to cry over. In fact, you're being saved by me not singing. But honestly, if you are tired, Mohammed, please prioritize sleep. It is good for you. How about we do this? There we go. It's hot. You sleep a little then you wake up. Yeah. That's probably the least thing I'd like. Well, when it comes to heat in summer, the thing I'd dislike the most is probably when I can't sleep because of the heat. It's probably the thing I mean, I do hate the fact that when you go outside, it feels like you're dying, and that's not fun. But if I can't sleep, it's like a vicious circle. You can't sleep, you get tired. Tired of sleep, you can't sleep, you get more tired, and just keeps building up. You do not want me to sing, Mohammed. Honestly, you do not want me to sing. I am tone deaf. Completely tone deaf, and I can't keep a tone for the life of me. Finish your movement script. Is that the part that was so going back to gravity you mentioned earlier, is that your movement or a mechanic that your player can use? Your tone heightened? Is that a sentence? I don't know. Well, technically it is, but does it mean anything? I could guess what it means, but yeah. Oh, gravity is part of the movement. Ooh, you know one thing I'd love to see when it comes to movement mechanics? That's a slingshot effect. So, actually, I don't know if it's worth trying, but maybe it would be. So I was reading a comic, well, actually it was a manga, not too long ago, and it was one of these martial arts manga thing. But this one's slightly unique in many ways, but in this particular way, where in order to learn a specific movement, like it's a way to get from one place to another faster, rather than the typical just run or just teleport type of thing. What they did was you had to master 2 ways of managing your weight or your mass. You had to be either super light or super heavy. So I guess it's not really gravity. Well, you could say that if you increase gravity or not, right? And the idea was, let's see if I can remember this. You made yourself heavier to move faster downwards. But once you jump, you make yourself super light, and you kept doing that. And eventually, you would just increase your speed. Apparently, it's handled by the Unity's physics system. Switching it is part of the movement. Oh, so you go back and forth. Cool. Yeah. I sound like I can sing. Unfortunately, not. That's not how it works. I may have slightly enjoyable. It was a slightly enjoyable voice, but nah, singing, not really. No. I'm trying to figure out whether or not. Can I do something about this? It feels like I'm not using. It's probably not producing enough. That's probably the problem. That's probably the problem. Technically a sentence. Do I want to increase the output ever slightly? Because I'm going to need more circuits eventually, right? Yep, I think I do, and the best way to do that. Do we want to add a third one up here? Like so. Just create more spaghetti. How would I go about doing this? Like so? It's far from ideal, but I could make it work. Honestly, let's do this. If it's hot in Sweden, I think that's a relative term. So it's still summer heat. I think, I'm just going to double check. We're meant to get a heat wave from from Europe, which is technically we're in Europe, like southern central Europe, right? And today it's 18 degrees. So no, well, it's good enough for me. Whether or not it's for most people, I think most people would say no, that's way too low. But I have high body heat, like eternal one, every so I don't really mind this type of heat, and also just wear some extra clothes, right? So I would answer your answer to your question, Mohammed. I'd say it's not really that warm right now. And I'm probably many Swedes will probably look at me like I'm a fool, because the one thing we do love here in Sweden, that's summer. Because winter is not fun. Well, it is until it isn't, and it becomes boring really quick. Because all it is darkness. No, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not necessarily the winter that's the problem. The snow, the cold, although there will probably be people who tells you, yeah, the cold, I hate it. But personally, I do like the cold. I think the worst thing for people here in Sweden or in Scandinavia in general is the darkness. Like when it's the middle of the winter, when it's like the shortest days of the year, I think between 3 p.m. and maybe something like 9 or 10 a.m., which is, let me convert that to, that's 1,500 hours plus 8, or 9, plus another. So it's like 18 hours of pure darkness. And then you have 6 hours of light. So it becomes a problem. If it's me, there's a will to solve a lot of problems. Yeah, I don't think you can solve this one. This one is probably more of a, you know what, nature will be nature, and let's not do anything about it, because we can't. Let's keep it as is. Now, I probably don't need that splitter anymore, do I? Nope, that's probably really dumb now. Let's remove you. Do that. There we go. Because now I have 2 on each side. It's not symmetrical, which will be annoying. But let's not look at it. We go to this part, it looks a lot neater. And how about this? How are we doing? How are we doing? We seem to be doing pretty good. Now I'm wondering whether or not I shouldn't do this, or at least move it 1 step so I can add split right there, and then combine this with the belts. Now I feel like I'm not making as much inserters as I need. Let's have a look. Let's just put this down. So if I make green sides, how much is that again? Nope, not what I wanted to do. Let's try this again. I need 1 and 1. All right. That's fair. That's fair. And I'm making... I have 7 of these. I have 2 of these. I'm assuming I'd probably need at least 2 more of these then. Yeah. Probably. I also keep track of my power usage. That is probably running to a halt very soon. Oh, inventory is full. Thank you. How about this? Up, 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 up. For now. And we're also going to grab you, grab this, grab that. Let's add a split right away. Like so. And we're also going to limit the amount we can actually add to this guy, I think. How about that? Yeah, that's fine. Ooh, now the limit of our circuit production comes forward. Ooh, that's going to be a problem, isn't it? Probably. I'll deal with that in a second. One step at a time. No, it is grabbing from both sides, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I shouldn't. I probably still need to increase the output. Probably should. Ooh, now we have a problem with these guys. Awesome. That's fun. It's fun. All right. Now we're getting into it. Now we're really trying our best to make this work. This is probably really dumb. Probably. But let's see what we can do with it. We need this guy. Yeah, that's fine. Spaghetti. Yeah, I mentioned Mohammed has a sweet spot for the U.S., so he might be getting some questions, which is fine, right? Awesome. I think that is more cables than we need. Good. Got circuits. We got this going. Now, am I producing more cables? Can I add another circuit? I think I can. Looks like it's trying really hard to keep up, but it's using more than it can use. So let's do that. Like so. Oh, now I'm producing all of it. That's not what I wanted. Don't need that many. That's fine. Well, that is working. So how are you doing? Now you're actually stopping. Because that is stopping. Perfect. Almost, at least. And you're full. Great. So what I want to do is somehow combine the belts with the inserters because we need to make this guy. That guy just needs that. Awesome. So, ooh, or maybe I shouldn't. If I want to increase the size of my inserter production. Yeah, that's not. 145 questions. That's insane. Oh, yeah, isn't there forest fires and things like that in the US right now? Parts of it, at least. Hopefully everyone's doing okay. Okay. That sucks. Go. How many of these, though? We do that. So, how many can I produce a second? Not a lot. And I don't really need that many belts, apparently. But it's filling up. You know, we should probably... I think I might want to actually do the other way around. So that means this will always be full. This will have its stuff coming, but not a lot. And I want to prioritize the right. Go. Go. Yeah. All right. Progress. Finally. I want this to meet up with this part. It's almost perfect. Almost perfect. But we can make it ever so slightly less perfect. We can't. That's good enough, I think. That's this guy, that guy. Oh, wait. What about these poles? Should we... Yeah, I think these are covered. So I'm probably happy by doing this. That fine? I hope it is. Up, 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 up. There we go. And this then. Look at this. Science. Almost science. How about that? Do we have science? We have science. Probably not enough. So, 6 of these will spit out 1 a second, right? I am probably going to do 1 more. There we go. That's such a... That's just like, oh, here you go. That's 1. And the reason you're not doing anything is because I made a mess. I was meant to use these as my science. Why did I do all of this? God damn it. Yeah, I was thinking I was doing great. Instead, I messed up completely. Oh, well, it's not the end of the world, but it's annoying. Can we not do that? Oh, I didn't. Oh, that's annoying. Well, actually, it's not annoying. So I can apparently didn't know this, but you can flip these by pressing R. It's good to know. Next, I would love to know how to mass destroy these things. Oh, I don't seem to be making enough arms. Oh no. Oh no 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 no. Can I do something about that? Well, I do seem to be fine. Apart from this needs to be done like so. Yeah, I seem to be fine. Uh, huh. Oh, it is passing it along. It's just that it's passing all the way to this guy. Oh. Okay, okay. We're producing way more than we need. Insane amount more. We can always split this at some point, or maybe do something about it over here. Yeah, we're fine. This is fine for now. This is fine for now. Can I do that? What if I do this? I'm carrying a lot of green science. Can I do this? And perfect. So we need to select something. What should we work on? I mean, I do have enough probably to just make these things, although I don't need anything. We're going for pacifist run, so none of these are actually needed. Landfill. Placed on water to create terrain. Nah, not right now. Circuit network. Tool belt. Expand inventory could be nice. All right. I'll think about it while we have a break. I need to stretch. So everyone, please do grab some water, do some stretches, and I hope to see you all in bed. All right? Uh, See you all in bed. There we go. Pretty good timing, if I can say so myself. Oop. All right. All right. So, we were meant to make a decision on research. I am either thinking we should go for this. No, I don't think that's most. I don't really that much of a need. Wires make them react to signals. Not really. There might be part of it that I'd like. I can't say none of that makes much sense. I'll go for this. Let's do that. Let's increase the speed of things instead. Okay, so we're actually backing up. I don't like that. Oh, can only hold 2 at a time? Or no, stack size 200. Yeah. Awesome. Now, feedback I got from the comments on YouTube was that I should automate everything. So let's do that. We've automated so far. Let's see. Belts. Yes. Do I need to automate these? I can make them so fast. Same with these. Maybe in the future, but maybe I should. I could. I have not the means when it comes to electricity, though. Or, sorry, electronic circuits. I should bump up my electronics. I'm noticing right now that that's not going to work. This is not going to be enough. This is dumb. So I'm rather just split this off. It's like, let's make this proper. Boys, let's do this instead. Let's do some math. Well, actually, this one's not even going. For now, let's see it. Let's do this. How many? You're complaining. Interesting. Now I'm distracted again. That's fun. This one is outputting 1 every half second. Well, it's not right now because I don't know why. Because there's not enough arms, I guess. So I'm doing 2 a second. That doesn't seem like enough. Does it? Well, maybe it does. Can I somehow balance you? Why am I doing this? I'm meant to restructure this entire thing. Now I'm rebalancing. That's so dumb. Alright, so. You're spinning out. Also, 1 every half second. So I probably need at least... Ooh, no, wait. I need 3 per half second. So these needs to be a lot more than these. Alright, that's fair. We can live with that. So how about we make 8 of these? That's probably way overkill. Let's do it. That's 7. Like so. Like so. Yeah, that's fine. So I'm thinking, one thing I'm curious about. If I place 2 arms on one of these machines, adding that X, because it seems like this guy is struggling with the copper right now. So if I, let's just, you know what? Let's do an experiment. If I do that, will I ever run out? Kinda. Yeah. Why is it that the iron... Is it because the iron plates are closer? That's why it's prioritizing the plates? Is that why? So what if we do this? We do that. Ooh. Still, it's kind of working. Not perfect. All right. Good to know. Good to know. Let's add this. So, perfect. I'm assuming this is full. It is. I should probably not have those anymore. That doesn't make sense to me anymore. So let's empty you. What's the best way to do that? This is going to be temporarily done. We don't need that to be anything permanent. I just want to empty this automatically without me even think. And next we'll have you go up there. Probably do this. Let's get that going. I'm sorry. Oh, the other way around. What's going on? And so. Oh, he could just be occupied with something else, Moment. Don't worry about it. I'm sure you're fine. And you're not grabbing anything because I have not selected anything. If I do that, then this. Right. So hopefully we're creating a fair bit of cables now. So we can probably turn around. Honestly, do I even need these arms? I could just move it straight over to the other assembly line. Oh, of course I can see you. Well, I can see the chat. I'm just... You two were so occupied with your question about the US, I felt like I couldn't really intervene. I have nothing to add, so... Oh, you're actually making more than I need. But that's for now. I had a reason why I wanted more. I don't remember what it was, but I had my reasons. Yeah, there you go. That's the bugs fixing. Tends to remove all the focus on anything else. Obsidian note-taking? Are you referring to the Obsidian software? Right? Because that is like a thing, isn't it? Similar to Notion. I'm pretty sure. Well, maybe I'm not following. Well, now I'm actually producing enough. Yeah, I've already forgot. Yeah, I wanted to create this. Probably need to create that too. So, yeah, more circuits. A lot more circuits. That's the way we do this. should I ignore, rather than turn around, create a second belt line, which could look nice. I should just add arms at the same time. I'm a stickler for what looks great, so I'm going to do this. There we go. And we could also... How about this? Now I'm doing a lot of unnecessary stuff, but things need to look great, right? That's the thing, isn't it? The need for things to look great. Let's make 5 of you. Grab this. Do that. That. There we go. Perfect. So let's grab this. And I'm considering that at least 2 of these are needed per electric circuit. Rough estimates. Yeah, the notorious American healthcare. That's not enough. If anything, when it comes to things I'm happy about, is the healthcare we have in Sweden. It's amazing. Well, maybe that an exaggeration. I have never been satisfied with my healthcare, so how about we put it like that? Not sure if most Swedes will agree with me. How many did I make again? 8, 10. I have 5. Perfect. Ooh, wait. All right, I need the iron plates too. Darn. Keep forgetting. Well, you know what? Let's have that. I need to create a new box to unload all this. So, let's stop the production over here for a while we fix this up. Clean this up. Perfect. I think I can move this guy. Probably that guy too. Go. Yeah, that's fine. And we're going to hijack. Yeah, let's do that. Wait. What will look the best? You know what? Let's do this. This is my job, and we're going to do the same. I'll have a free healthcare. It might be, yeah, I don't know. Might be possible. That would be turning in that, and that. That would be turning that. I'm just trying to make sense of what the hell I'm doing. Let's just make these ghosts for now. So we don't do too much. And I'm going to do this. Yeah. There we go. Probably, again, I will say this many times. Probably not the smartest way to do this, but it is a way, and that's all that matters. How far between are you? You're right there. Okay. So when I can do something that looks nice, let's try it. Like so. Like so. Copy that thing, paste it. Need to get rid of all this. What does amnesia mean? Amnesia is someone who has forgotten things. Like they don't have memories of their childhood or similar things. So it's a condition where the brain can't remember a lot of stuff. You can forget your name, where you're from, things like that. Which is what's the main premise of the game, Amnesia. You wake up as this guy. All he knows that his name's Daniel. That's all he knows. Or I'm not even sure he knows that, to be honest. No, I'm not. No, I'm not completely sure. I did play that game like 4 weeks ago. But he does leave notes for himself around the game, so you can kind of puzzle together what it means, why you're doing all of these things you're doing. It's an amazing game, by the way. If you like horror, I highly recommend trying it. Because I couldn't play it. I was too scared. Way too scared. And it shows in the game. God damn it, I don't like this. Yep. That's better. That's better. Awesome. And everything's pumping out nicely. How about, do you need faster arms? Yeah, I'd say so. Let's create a few of these. Can I upgrade these, or do I... There's a life thing, I like quality of life thing. Can I just replace you, or do I just replace you? Awesome. God, I love this game. This is so much fun. It's probably not going to be fast enough, is it? So how many seconds do you need? You need 6 items a second. You're capable... I see that somehow. You're capable of turning. Where are you? Rotation speed is... well, what, 2.5 every second, which means 5 items. So we're just below necessary. Yeah, something like that. Amnesia the Bunker. Yeah, well, there is one game called Amnesia the Bunker, yeah. There's also Amnesia the Dark Descent, Amnesia A Machine for Pigs, there's a few others. I think there's more than 5. I'm not sure. The game I play was Amnesia the Dark Descent, the original. What's the best job in the US for dad and the family? I'm gonna guess the one that pays the most. I don't know. I mean, what do you want as a father, right? I'm assuming he wants things like, well, first of all, you need enough money to support your family. You probably, I guess depends on which culture you're from, you probably need some time off so that you can be with your kids and family. The US, unfortunately, is not famous for it's vacation times off. So I don't know. Oh, your dad works at Microsoft. Okay. Yeah, exactly. I don't think is there really a job in the US that pays like really bad. Maybe for the, I mean, it depends on where you're from, right? But the way I'm looking at it, I think the minimum wage in the US, I'm not mistaken, and it might also depend on the state, somewhere around 7.5 and $12 an hour. Is that true? Anything minimum wage is pretty bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Do we have minimum wage in Sweden? Yeah, I think we do. Yeah. I don't know what it is, though. I'm not father, but what a father make and how much free time he take is haven for a single person. I don't really follow Moed on that one. I can tell you this, though, although I don't know a lot about the US when it comes to their PTO, as it's called, or vacation hours or family and pays. Here in Sweden, we get something like 25 to 30 days off each year, and the pay is fairly good no matter what you do. I would say fairly. There's always one place you can probably find that could be arguing against that statement, but I'd say we're doing really good. Wait, why has my belt production came to a sudden halt? What's going on? Did I... What mistake did I do? Oh, I made that mistake. I'm an idiot. God damn. Of course, that's what it was. I should have seen that. God damn. Alright, so let's see if we can't fix it. How the hell would I do that? How the hell would I fix this? But could potentially do it this way? Yeah, how the hell would I fix this? That goes that way. What if we do that? And then... Now we're really getting into the spaghetti. What if I do that? And then... This is such... This is horrible. Oh my lord. I'm gonna have to dig a tunnel and add it. Oh, love it. Alright. We don't have much space to work with either way, so let's do that. Insane. Grab this. Where's the tunnel? Oh, it wasn't that bad. It's not good. It's not horrendous. Nope. 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 No. 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 That's not what we want. There we go. Let's see. Last question for today. What do you think about Michigan? Both of us should answer. Dude, I can't give you any clues about Michigan whatsoever. Nothing. I have nothing to say about Michigan. And not because I don't care or I hate the place. I just don't know anything about it. I have no clue. All right, so our production, apart from... Okay, so I'm probably making too much red and green stuff. You know what? Let's just do this. I probably have to do it either way. Let's just keep it going. Keep it going. Circuits up, and we're spinning along. Nicely. Awesome. Is there anything else I need to look at? Oh, did I sound like Trump for a second? That's, I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. That's fine, that's fine. These are all spinning. Are you done, by the way? You empty up. You're not empty. How about you? You're working on it. What about the iron? What about the iron? Iron is producing. I'd say barely enough to fill the entire... awesome. You're going. Great. So let's make a small factory automation for... what's it called? These splitters. And I need to do that because I need my circuits. I sound like Trump and I am a singer. I think we could rest assured that I do not sing and will not sing on stream or ever, to be honest. Did I leave my water bottle somewhere? I can't see it. It's over there. Of course it is. Yeah, no, singing, Mohammed, it's not going to happen. Don't make it a thing. Not going to happen. You know what? Let's do this straight away. Let's do a split. Let's do that. Let's do this. Let's do that. But we're also going to limit this to that. And my reasoning is that I might want to manually create some of the... use some circuits manually in the future. So that is what we're going to do. We're also going to tell it to output left as a priority. I promise you, Mohammed, it might feel like I'm being mean when I say this, but I am not. I certainly am not. Oh yeah, I appreciate it, Mohammed. Don't worry about it. Compliment me all you want, and I do take it as a compliment. I'm just telling you, you don't want to hear it. So what do I need for these again? Circuits. And transport belts. I can at least get some transport. Right? Because if I do that... Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you. Blah, blah, blah. So that goes this way. This is moving. Not super fast. I'd say this is probably the one that moves the least amount because of this. But it will be moving more once I get this going. So the question is, should I grab from this belt or this belt? I don't even think I can grab from this belt, to be honest. I could... I probably should, because this one doesn't move that much. So how about you? You're not moving at all. Yeah, but how would I use... Good tunnel. Very much fucked myself. Ah, damn. I could potentially do another split, but that would mean that I get half everything I produce going this way. Which, honestly, I might do that. And my reasoning is, in the future, I will likely do other things that require plates. Got this. Oh, maybe not. That one. At least 2 of these will need plates. Yeah. I'm working on my tileset for now. If I'm making the gameplay, I want to use a tileset since it's less laggy and easier editing. But I do need a tileset for that. That's fair. You love art? Yeah, I love art. Art is so much fun. I love combining art with tech, with technical solutions, which is why I'm really happy with my current workplace, because I'm allowed to do that. And it's kind of required, to be honest. There we go. There we go. Awesome. So now we got plates. We got plates, we got circuits, we got belts. Is that all I need for this guy? It is. So now I need to combine them somehow. And the best way to do that. So I did a similar thing right there. So I could probably just do that. So we'll add belts in the middle. We'll have iron plates going below that. To start this guy. Ah, that sounds like a plan. Like so. Oh, no, wait. That's not what we did. That's almost what we did, but not really. We combined to what we did. We could go straight up, to be honest. Yeah, let's do that. You deleted something? No, I'm not sure what you deleted. Now those are combined. You want to live in Japan and you want to live in the US, Mohammed? You have really high plans and dreams. I like it. I do like it. Japan is one place I think I'd like to live to. I've been there and it's a great country. There's always something, right? There's always something you don't really jibe with. I didn't hate my time in Japan. I think one downside, and this is not criticism, English, although many people know it, it's not widespread. At least all in the cities, yeah, I would say so. But I think we would have issues if you get further out in the countryside. Oh, that was MHL who said Japan. I read Mohammed for some reason. Sorry about that. My bad. Yeah, Mohammed, you want to live in the US, and MHL, you want to live in Japan. There you go. Beautiful place, amazing people, cool in general. Yeah, it is. It is a place I'd love to go back to. Although I did just say critical things about it, but it is a good place. Like so, and like so. This is such a spaghetti. You want to work at Nintendo? Yeah. Have they released? So one thing, Nintendo, I think I'm right on this. They, at some point, they might have removed this policy, but they didn't allow people outside of Japan to work for the Japan office or the Nintendo office in Japan. Think they might have removed that, or I'm just following internet rumors. Just not impossible. But there is an American branch, although they might not be doing the fun things. Just double check me on that, MHL. I might be wrong. So do not take my word on this. And double check, but I think it's true. Oh, yeah. It's not a lot of anything else. So Nintendo, as a publisher and game developer, I'd say they're quite unique in many ways. But one way I like about Nintendo, there are a few things I don't particularly like about Nintendo or the way they do things, but that's mostly business side. One thing I like is how they tend to foster studios. So they take care of talent and they build talent from the bottom up rather than, well, I would argue many Western studios do, and that is kind of throw money on the problem. So they hire for temporary projects rather than like we're going to build a team of developers. No, we're going to pay as many developers as we can to as quickly as we can get a team together, then make a game or something along those lines. I explained that very poorly, but the idea is that I like how Nintendo builds a team rather than throw money on it. Hopefully that makes sense. It was poorly explained, though. And we do have ads in a moment. I am going to do this, by the way. There we go, ads. Let me just push this down like so. And I'm going to step up. I'm going to grab my water bottle. My bottle of water. And I'm going to stretch my legs. Please do the same. You have a pet. Go give me some scratches around the ear. Either way, I'll be right back. Right, I'm back. Got another 5, 6, 7 seconds left. But I think we're doing really well, by the way. That is a sentence. I pet me gator. Is that an alligator? Do you mean like you have an alligator, MHL? What is that? Mohammed, how did you fall asleep in a 2-minute ad break? Dude, Mohammed, seriously, if you can fall asleep in the 2-minute ad break, I think it's time to admit that it might be bedtime. And it's all right. There's a VOD afterwards. You can DM me on Discord if you need to. You do not have to stay if you feel like you need to go to bed. Amigata. Ah. Migata. I don't speak Spanish, but Migata. Okay, now I get it. I know English, Swedish, and some Norwegian. Because I'm also speaking, because I speak Swedish, I every now and then, with 10th word, can understand what someone from Denmark might be saying. And I know a few Japanese. I am smart. Yeah, honestly, Mohammed, give it some thought. You're welcome to stay, of course. We do care for you, so take care. Your health is important. And you know what? I think the green signs do not need this many belts. So let's prioritize the left. So this will have some, but not all. This will be fine, I guess. Right. What else can we do? Well, we should make sure this goes all the way up here. Yeah. Now the question is, should I sweep over to this side, or should I just continue upwards? I think the answer is quite simple. I should swing this way. And I want the circuits to be close, I think, because I do not have a fast, long-handed inserter right now. I'm thinking, which is not my strong suit, fortunately. What if we do this? Like so. Got arms, got assemblers. Do I have assemblers? I do. I think 2 is more than enough. Yeah, probably even way more than I need, to be honest. I could even do it this way. Let's add a box. Let's add this guy. And finally, let's do that instead. There we go. And we need this guy. And we need this guy. And I get all of them at the same time. I cannot. Oh, of course. There we go. And this. And that. Yeah, this is overkill for a single assembly point. But yeah, we might be needing this at some point. Which would be fast assemblers, I guess. So fast inserters, as I called. So we do have inserters. We could split again. Because I do like, now we have a box of them. What if I do a split? I don't know if I can do that. Can I do that? Probably not. Let's do this instead. I don't have underground belts. There we go. You will answer questions I asked an hour and a half ago. Did I ask that question? I probably did. I do that every now and then. So inserters, circuits. I do have circuits and plates. Oh, okay. What's this? We could sort if I do that, let's create these. Not that. Could I do that? Hang on a second. Experiment time. This is probably dumb. Let's try it. To filter. I'll put right. I'm pretty sure this is not going to work. It doesn't look like it's working. That's the belt and the plate. Yeah, not working. Oh, yeah, I asked about school, didn't I? Oh, school, by the way. Yeah, I did do that. Things is going... is it going all right? Kindle, have you heard of Minecraft Create mod? I'm not super familiar with it. I've heard. But, yeah. I haven't dug into it myself. But I think that could probably be like, if you want to start somewhere, I think that could maybe be a good option. I don't know. I am doing an internship in the hospital. That's really cool, Mohammed. In labs. Oh, that's even more cool. Dude, that's awesome. That's really awesome. Sorry, what was I doing? What? Me and my damn head. Filter. Yes, we can go left, but we're gonna go right. For no particular reason. Other than I can. Oh, really? Ooh, that's cool. There are a few automation and factory games that I'm looking forward to. Let's see. There are a few that I have on my wish list. I need to have a look quickly. Wish list. So one, I'm really curious about. I do also love tower defense games, so that is probably something I would play one day. Substructure, I believe. Yeah, Substructure. I'm curious about. And I'm also curious about. Do I not have any else? Oh, that's probably all. There's a game called Subway Builder. Curious about that one. Another game I'd like to try, which was recommended to me during last stream, I think. It's called Back to the Dawn, which looks amazing. Oh, that's true. I think also you mentioned that one, Mohammed. It may be why I have it in my wish list. I did have it in my wish list, didn't I? I did not. Why didn't I? I thought I had it in my wish list. We'll fix that eventually. And of course, you have Satisfactory. I'll play that before on stream. And honestly, I might go back to it. It's just such a great game. Inserters. I am distracting myself way too much. Iron plates. That. All right, perfect. So what if we then do what? I want to combine. I want to do that. I want to do this. That. Right. I don't want... Maybe that's a bad idea. Maybe that's a bad idea, because what I don't want to have the long arms grabbing these. Because then I can't use the fast inserter if I need to. I love that game because it reminds me of the past. Are you saying past, or is it a name of the game, Mohammed? Because I can't figure out where to place that word. or the meaning. You know, I could make this even easier for me and do that. Then I can have the assemblers, or I could technically turn right, but that not a lot of space. And I do have a fair bit of space right there, so let's do that. Let's pick this, that. There we go. How many would I need? I can get one every half a second, so 2 every second. Which, I mean, honestly, do I need that? I mean, eventually I would need quite a bit of them. Let's make 2 automated, or let's make 2 of these. Like so. And I will be needing a long arm. Ever so slightly in sync. Or symmetrical, that's the word I'm looking for. In sync, symmetrical. Let's see. It's a mix of best and past. Does that make sense? Well, you're right, since, but yeah, it does make sense. But only once you explained it. Imagine if I said mixed coffee cup and phone and said mug up or something along those lines, or mug up. Would that make sense to you? I mean, if it's something used locally, like everyone uses it in your area, then definitely makes sense. But if it's just something you made up, no, it will be hard to me to understand what you're trying to say. But don't worry about it. It's all fine. It's all fine. So let's put that right there. Right. So, everything needs power. Greedy bastards. Wait. That's the one I want to make, isn't it? You know what? Let's save. Ooh, great. Awesome. It's fun to make. As I said when I sat down on the toilet. What else can we do? Is this needed? Yes. Is what I should be doing. Is that. Although, again. What? What's up, Amnesia? What's up? This doesn't look at all what it should look like. No, it doesn't, because this is on the wrong side. There we go. Optimization. So what about you? You're kind of stuck. I know what's up. No, well, usually it will be the roof. That's usually what's up. But I don't know. You tell me. Cars 2 the movie. It could be up, I guess. What could you possibly mean? But it's fun to make things. That's why I say when I'm on the toilet. Did I say something wrong? I mean, honestly, I think most people will agree with me. Right? Oh, I could have made this tighter. I want to do that. I want to do this. Yeah. Nice. Height. See, Mohammed's with me. I'm not sure if he knows what we're talking about, but he's with me. Let's do that. I'm not sure why I did that. I have no idea what you're talking about. Pooping? No one's mentioned pooping. That's absurd. But am I making enough copper? Probably am. Look at this. Belts are full. They're not moving, but they're full. Ooh. What's going on here? Oh, that's the thing. Wait. Hang on. Have I? What? What did I... This is terrible. Why did I do this? I mean, I know why I did this. But it shouldn't be like this. Let's change the plan a bit. I'm gonna do that. Move this. Mayonnaise, how you doing? Thank you, and thank you for welcome. It's one of the best compliments, by the way, because that is what I'm aiming for, a chill stream. But thank you for that. What else can we do? You know, this guy right there. There we go. And finally... Like that. There you go. You're welcome. You are welcome. The other thing, so usually I do tend to play games every now and then, but most of the times I'm actually doing game dev. If that is something you're interested in, do have a look out, because I do plan to go back to that within give or take a week or so. I'm in the middle of a period of kind of finding my game idea. I've lost it somewhere, and I had to take a break to spend time just thinking about it. So eventually I'll get back to making my horror game. Making a horror game. So we'll see. I think that next week will probably... So I said this in the beginning of the stream. And I've taken a break from three weekly streams, which will be Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, to only do Fridays. I've done that for like 4 weeks now. It's going to be one more week, at least. I think it's probably not more than that. And then I'm going to go back to 3 weekly streams. And we're going to go back to game dev. Ooh, horror games are so much fun. The thing I realized about myself, though, is I love horror games, but I love watching others play good horror games. I dislike, personally, playing them. I did attempt to play Amnesia on stream, and I would argue it was a fairly decent attempt, but I ended up not being able to do it because it was just way too much. Way too much. An escalator. That's quite random, isn't it? Are you guys having an eternal, like, just between you kind of joke? Because I am not getting that at all. I do notice we're not producing enough cables, but we are producing a fair amount of electric circuits. Maybe we're not. Maybe we're not. Oh. Wait, what? The internet is weird. MHL called me weird earlier, just for no reasons. Now he's bringing up these weird memes. It's weird. Don't get it. No. There was a reason. You've not mentioned it yet. All you did was talk about poo. Yeah, that's the weird stuff. I did not. I'd say I enjoyed making things. You're the one who started to talk about poo. This is insane. I think you're so upset you can't spell correctly. God damn. Yeah. I mean, you can make origami while you're on the toilet. You can make. Well, I mean, origami is one thing. I'm just saying. You're the one who brought it up. There we go. Oh, by the way, I got a new toy today. And this might not be exciting for most people, but I'm pretty excited. Since I got into streaming, I've loved to upgrade my system, like my setup. And I probably spent way too much than I should have. Like this mic, probably not, it's not needed. At the level I'm at, this is way overkill. I have 2 lights, I have green screen, I have 2 stream decks. So like I'm kind of pushing the limit of what a person of my caliber when it comes to streaming should use, at least yet. Eventually, I'm investing. All right, I'm investing. But the thing I bought this. I'm not sure if you can see it. It might be backwards. I'm not sure. So what this is an audio hardware stuff. So instead of connecting to my XLR stream deck, an XLR is a way of like it's a audio cable, right? So my mic will go to this beast instead, and it will be. So now I'm going slightly more technical than most people usually are interested in. But since it's been now, I can do filters and things like that on hardware rather than on software, which is what I'm doing right now. Because the mic goes to the Stream Deck, which is hardware, yes, but then it goes to a software on my computer. And then I'm adding filters such as noise cancellation or noise gates, rather, that's what it's called, and things like that. Now I can add it directly on hardware, and that's faster. It's a lot faster, and I can get 0 delays, or I assume at least 0, or close to 0. But another thing which I look forward to, and that's something called ducking. What ducking is a really fancy thing. So when I talk, you also hear the music at the same time. But when I stop talking, well, you get the picture. That's redundant of me explaining. The thing what ducking does that I can increase the music and or the volume of my music, and when I'm not talking, the music increases in volume, and when I start talking, it decreases automatically. So you can have these in betweens where you can have the music at a decent level, and then we'll be going down when I talk, and it goes up again. That's ducking, and I look forward to that. It's expensive though. That's the thing. It's probably, let's see, it's more expensive than my mic. It's more expensive than either of my stream decks. I think it's more expensive than both my lights combined. Yeah, this is a bit of expensive kit, but I do look forward to it. And there's another reason I got it too, because I have a streaming PC, so I'm using 2 PCs. One for gaming, one for the game development, one for picking up my audio. Then I send all of that over to streaming PC, which then hopefully can reduce the load on my gaming PC or work PC, we want to call it that, and take care of all the video encoding for the stream itself. I know very little about the software and hardware side of things, but if it helps your streaming setup, it sounds like a decent investment. I mean, yeah, it will help. It's just one of those, is it too much for the level that I'm currently at when it comes to streaming. If you combine everything I put into this, we're talking like if you go by dollars, it's probably in the thousands, which is overkill. But I do have a good paying job, and I don't have much other when it comes to uh, expenses. So I'm fine. I'm not making myself poor by doing this. But the argument is still there. Is it too much? Because I'm not making money right now on streaming. It's not enough yet. Hopefully I get there in time. Maybe next year. I don't think I will make it this year. YouTube needs 1,000 subscribers, so working on that a bit. Then people need to watch. That's another thing. So there's a lot of things. And ad revenue on Twitch. It's not something you would brag about, unfortunately. I would love to have a bit more, but it is what it is. And money isn't everything. I'm also doing this because it is actually fun. And probably the biggest reason I'm doing it. All right. Are we making enough? We are not making enough. God damn. Or are we... Yeah, we're not making enough. Do I need to increase my production? God damn. I'm producing so much cable. It's insane. Still not enough, though. Still not enough. Sounds fine to me, yeah? Yeah, exactly. I'm not spending less money on it. It is true. It's one of those expenses that it's acceptable. I'm fine. But okay, so how about this? I am agreeing with you. I wouldn't have done this if I wasn't actually fine with paying it. But what I get in return might not be. So it's like one of these. You spend a lot of money for like 2% gains on your improvements on your setup. And are those two very small percentages worth that extra cash? Which is probably adding another like 20% on my additional fees that I've paid so far. For some, no. For me, yes, absolutely. And I look forward to setting it up this evening. Once I'm done with streaming, I'm going to spend most of my time on the floor because I need to unplug a lot of cables. That's going to be fun. And I'm nearly 40. I don't really deal with lying on the floor. God damn, what did I do now? Don't use filter. It's not my thing, lying on the floor. Call it a hobby for now? Oh, it's definitely a hobby. You can't call it work when you're not being paid. No, it's, yeah, it is what you're saying. Like, what you're saying is absolutely true. Why are you on the floor, Mohammed? Do you need to be on the floor? Right now, I'm kind of just looking at making sure I can get this going. Is that... No. Ooh, perhaps that... No, that's not an issue. Because we're not filling it up here. And... Oh, yeah. No, it is an issue. It actually is an issue. Interesting. Oh, it could be that that was the problem from the very beginning. So what if we do this? Am I giving you enough space to do what you need to do? Yes. Almost. You don't get it. Yeah, that's not the solution. This is not the solution. It's hot and it's not fair enough. You can increase throughput by putting 2 inserters out of the copper wire assemblers since they produce 2 per recipe. Sorry, what? Let's do that one more time. You can increase the throughput by putting 2 inserters out of the copper wire assemblers. Are they making enough? They're actually making more than I need. Oh, dude, that's a good call. Good call. You can also upgrade assemblers for 50% faster production. Dude, I forgot about that. I completely forgot about it. Can I make those now? Or have I not gotten that research yet? I can get that research though, so let's start that. Yeah, exactly. I saw it. There's a slight delay, but I did see it. I did see it. So let's honestly... I need to push the right buttons. So the thing I want to do... I am going to do this because the one other issue I'm looking at right now is that they're all putting the cables on one side. I could probably just move the belt, maybe slightly, maybe I can't. But I'm thinking just moving all the majority of the assemblers over to the other side. That's probably better. So let's make sure that happens. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're going to do that. And we're removing that part later on. Next, would that be... There we go. And I need these. Yeah, I put it on the wrong side. Damn it. About that, and this, that, and this. There we go. Then I'm not going to need you, or these 5. Save some space. Awesome. And now we got that done. Guessing we don't need these 2 either. So we just got automation 2. We should probably upgrade that. There we go. All these pop. That's a great call. Awesome. That's fine. So now we'll move these over. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, that's not what we wanted. God damn it. There we go. And the best way to upgrade these now. What you need to pick. One should I pick? Advanced material processing. It's probably something like steel, isn't it? Command field into mechanical motion, essential part of all vehicles. Well, vehicles will be a thing eventually. More efficient research practices. Let's go with that. Am I actually producing more than I need? Yeah. Oh, could the issue actually be the line itself? Because it's only on one side. That could be an issue too, isn't it? And I don't have arms fast enough. Ooh, or maybe I do. Yeah, it's a bottleneck, isn't it? I think I have faster belts that I can make. 15 items a second divided by 2, so that's 7.5. And I need, I believe, 3 per unit. So that's 15. So I probably should upgrade at least this line to whatever these are. There's a faster transport belts. Ooh, we're getting into belts. I love it. Do I have enough? I think I have enough. Where the hell did I type right now? Nowhere it seems. Okay. That. And let's upgrade these. Oh, we go. Go. Not perfect. In fact, it's not helping at all. God damn it. Well, that should be enough, shouldn't it? Well, maybe it's not enough. What, 3, 5, so that's 15. It needs 15 second. I think this is a potential bottleneck too. Upgrade the middle with which would be the middle. The little yellow knob on the bottom receiving. Oh, this guy. Oh, missed that guy. Oh, there we go. Now I'm overproducing cables. Awesome. That is, honestly, I don't mind that. Because what we can do now. Yep, perfect. It's absolutely glorious. Actually, now I'm overproducing. And we got some ads going. And that means I need to stretch my legs. So yeah, again, always say this, but I do highly recommend getting up, do some stretches, or just move around a bit. Especially you, Mohammed, get off the floor, do some stretches. And I'll see you all in a minute and a half. Good take. All right. Perfect timing. All right, is everything working? Looks like it is. All right. All right, so where are we? Like production-wise? Well, actually, the cables are not filling up all the way. We might honestly accidentally balance this. Apart from the middle section, which is overproducing plates. That's another thing for another day. And iron plates, yeah, we're making enough. It's actually backed up a bit. And I should probably... Can we fix that some? somewhere somehow. Well, we do it right here. No, I don't know if it's necessary. If we do it this way, it will look better. And that is sometimes even more important. Gears moving along. Belts seems to be at a standstill. For now. Yeah, they're going nowhere. I do have enough space to kind of somehow get it out from underneath that thing, so that's good. What else? We did get some new stuff. Anything I need and should do? Constant combinator. Okay. Power switch. All right. Display panel. Cool stuff. Assembly machine number 2. We probably should automate this. At least to an extent. I'm not going to have... Right now, I don't need hundreds of them. But if we could probably output like... In the box, have 30, 40. That'll be nice for a while. But that means we first need to automate this process. And good thing, because it's gear plates and electronic circuits, and we do have something like that, don't we? Didn't we already make a belt like that? We do have this. We have... Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't. We could do something about it. What the hell is that? What on earth are those things? Stone brick. Where the hell is stone brick coming from? I do not make stone bricks. Why are there stone bricks? That is so weird. Oh. But I'm pretty sure I filtered that out. Oh, they end up in the smelter. Ah, I get it. So where... Goddamn, I didn't filter that. So there might be from this guy then. Yeah, there you go. Ah. Tiny pitch map, yeah. But they can cause bad blockage if they persist. Alright. There you go. So let's do it this way. Let's add another filter right. Let's actually give me some space because I might want to play something on this patch at some point. I'm gonna have a box. I'm gonna have this. Make sure it's a filter of... Do I even have stone bricks? No, it's just stone, isn't it? I need to go to ore. Do stone. Not left. God damn it, not left. Right. There we go. So eventually, and hopefully, that will fix itself. But the question is then, do I need to run up with this entire thing and check for goddamn stone blocks or bricks, whatever you want to call them? This is fine. Fine. Looks fine. Probably should go to the end of each one of these. See if I can't see anything. There you go. Another part. There we go. At least they are at the end, which is a good thing. So caught that early on. That's fine. I think we're fine. Everything is kind of producing at a rate I'm happy with, so I don't think I'm worried about that part. Instead, let's focus on making these assembling machines as automation. So circuits, gears, and iron plates. so where do we do all of these? We got here, which is barely backed. But this guy up here is back. So what if we filter the gears from this guy? Because we're not really making red science right now. So I think that makes sense. Where did I produce my... where are they? Didn't I make a production line for... sorry, splitters. I didn't I? Can I see that somehow? Oh, I could. Apparently... No, oh, there you go. I see more bricks. See more bricks. You are producing bricks. And everything else seems to be fine. Distractions. I don't like them. Can I? No, I can't. I could potentially do that. Well, thank you for showing up, Mayonnaise. I really appreciate the comments. I love it. I really appreciate the compliments also. So thank you for showing up. And I hope you have a great rest of the weekend. I hope to see you next time, which hopefully will be Friday next week. No, it should be Friday next week. If you want to join us then, you're more than welcome. Well, first of all, let's filter this. God damn it. Where did I create my splitters? I need my splitters. Didn't I spray? Yeah, I did. Oh, I did. Yeah, that's going to stop eventually. But we're doing that on purpose. On purpose. Do this. Muhammad, dude. If you're that tired, go to bed. It's fine. You're not going to miss that much. I do appreciate the persistency. So we got those. What else was it? My head, it's just... Still plates, still circuits. We got plates going down there. So we need to somehow find a place for circuits. I do feel this could be a good spot to split out and grab all of these. I'm not going to grab these. Because if I grab this line will have less to work with. So I don't think that's a good idea. You like it here? I'm glad to hear. I'm just worried about you. Sleep is probably the most important thing you can get. Wait, that's not right. And also, if you work for medicine in a hospital, you of all people should know eventually it's just going to be lack of sleep for you. That's going to be your career going forward. It's lack of sleep. Unless working in a lab changes that. But as far as I know, that seems to be the big thing for people who work within health. Just the idea of, let me sleep. I want to sleep. Because they don't get the chance to sleep. All right. Circuits. Those things. And where do we put these? What's a good place to do this? I could do it right here. Could be also enough space to actually do both the Mark 1 assemblers and the Mark 2 assemblers. Tomorrow is Saturday. That is true. Tomorrow is Saturday. That is true. But first of all, I realized something. We need to make sure you don't have to create this many. No, stop. We don't need that. Don't need that many. All right. How many assemblers can I output through an assembler? Can I? That's weird, isn't it? Assemblers that create more assemblers. I can make. Oh, actually, I can make Mark 2s to make Mark 1s, then in turn can make Mark 2s. Ooh, that's an option. It goes from, oh, still doesn't say. I'm going to make one. Let me have one. I can't make one because I don't have steel. Oh, that's true. I don't have steel. So let's focus on the Mark 1s for now. Let's focus on the Mark 1s for now. Sorry again. 1 a second. So I guess 2. I mean, 1 a second. That's quite a lot. Let's do that. Let's make 1 a second. We need 2. And we could then... Should I have everything pass down and then go back up? Yeah. I feel like that's the best choice. It'll be a long line for the plates unless I actually cross over. I can do that. So let's do that first. Let's cross over first. Grab this. Turn up. And we need to make a turn. Right there. And I get all the way, almost. That's really not nice, but it doesn't have to be. Sometimes my brain just has to be satisfied with good enough. There we go. So now we got the iron, and we still need the gears. Just collecting them by now. How would we go about doing the gears? They are over here. Just waiting. So we could have the gears coming in from below, and then we'd have these two gather up from that side. That works. So let's add... Ooh, I need to... Ooh. Oh, we're going to go down and left, or sorry, right. Going to go from below, turn around. That's fine. Yeah. Well, just so you know, if you tell it, it's no longer going to be a secret. But you're more than welcome to. There we go. There we go. And then we need these guys. Yeah, I put you in a conundrum now. Nope. God damn, I thought that could work. Might not need to stop that. And we need the assemblers. Where are you? Here we go. Yep. Just remember, you chose this. Then I want you and you. Right. Oh, no, not right. Almost right. Close, but no cigar. There we go. There we go. And then we need this guy. We need that guy. Like so. So, ooh, I should probably merge. Do something like this. There we go. I might need more gear. We'll see. You listen to ASMR. I'm not sure if that is a secret, Mohammed. Not something you should worry about. That's perfectly fine. ASMR is really nice when it's done right. Nice sound is always amazing. So let's do it like the. Oh, didn't I select it? Oh, not what I'm doing. Again. Oh, these buttons. Right, so how many of each? 5, 3, and 9. Ooh. 3 and 9. And you can do every second. 5, oh, is it 5? 3 and 9. So 12 from this belt, isn't it? I'm starting to see a limit. I need 12 from this belt. And this guy is giving me per second. I believe it's 2 per second, right? Almost close. That's not close enough. Let's do this. You can give me math, 2.5 seconds. Do I need to kind of go nuts on these guys? And listening gear, yeah. You don't listen. Okay, so it's just not any ASMR. Ooh, that's interesting. Cobbler, how you doing? It's been a while. What have you been up to? I see you less and less. Are you still occupied with work? Looks like it went from first person to top view. Yeah, kind of. Kind of did. Yeah. Well, I'll be back to first person eventually. Just, I need something to fill in the gap of, I haven't made a factory in a while, so I felt like, you know what, just have to play some Factorio. And again, math. My math tells me that I need one of these. No, why is that thing? God damn it. I just want to copy you. Again, I'm an absolute fool. Why is this? Why is it that I can't think? God damn. Did I do this before? I've done this before, haven't I? Oh, I did that way. God damn. I need to pick it all up. Pick it all up. I'm sure someone, either in the comments or just watching, is like, hey, the idiot can't do this right. Now I know how the YouTubers and everyone feels like when they watch when this happens. What I need to do. So how about this? Ooh, you know what? I'm the biggest idiot. I don't have to do that. I can do this instead. Let's do this. Let's see. Yeah, you've been really busy when tasks take long to be done. Yeah. sometimes it's just let me be done, right? We released an app a few days ago. Ooh, on Microsoft Store. Yeah. Oh, Mitchell, thank you for showing up. Have a good evening and have a good weekend. I'll hopefully see you next week. So how is that going, by the way, Calder? Any data you can share? Any fun stuff? Let's move this. So we're going to do this instead. How would I do this in a way that isn't absolutely horrendously dumb? I could go this. So let's do that. And I can also use ghosts, which I probably should. So now we have this, that. I think I posted in your channel also. I just released an update today. Yeah, all right. Sorry. Yeah, it's Friday evening and I am tired. Or rather, I'm not really tired. It's just that my brain waves not waving enough. Yeah. So it's the you can pick colors and opt or personalize your desktop, isn't it? Or your folders, your Windows folders. Is that correct? Probably more to it, and I probably should look more into it. I'm sorry. I do apologize for that. But I think that was my impression of the app. Folders, there you go. That's kind of cool, honestly. You know, I think I'd like to try it out now that I think about it. Because one thing, how dare I? Well, I do dare a lot of things. The one thing I liked with Google Drive, and I don't do it a lot, but I tend to do every now and then, is to color and sort by color. So my Everkindle folder, the studio folder, is different compared to any other folder on the drive. So I can quickly find it. So that probably, yeah, have that for each Unreal project could be a thing too. All right. I think I've kind of sold the app to myself there. I'll try it out. I definitely will. And I should probably make a note of that. Otherwise, I will forget. That is what I do. There we go. All settled. Anything else that you kind of keep track of? Nope. And it's free. Yeah, it is free. And you do want people to test it. Yeah. That is probably the thing we want the most as developers. Game or app-wise, doesn't really matter. People to try it out and tell us, hey, this works, this doesn't work. Teach us. Be our senseis in a sense. Tell us what to absolutely do. I'm going to put you there and... No, not there. There. And then we're going to grab these. And I'm going to do that. Grab this. Like so. So the idea is we're going to use the long arms because I don't need the fastest inserters to grab things from the assemblers. I just need something that can reach long enough. So what we're going to do, we're going to have the gears, and then we're going to have outputs. I'm assuming this is going to work. I'm sure YouTube will block the link. Yeah, in chat probably. Yeah. To be honest, that is something I should have looked at a long time ago. I forgot about it. You see, I do forget things. And also, I'm not sure if do I want to have links in chat? I'm considering removing it or making it something like behind subscription based or something. I don't know. You know, internet is the internet, and dumb things will happen if I don't take care. Maybe a channel for app and tools, something in Discord, like post channels. Yeah, I can see that be a thing. We do have old channels that no one's using. or never used, so we could probably repurpose those. Keep YouTube blocking chat better. Yeah, just no links. I think in the long run, it is better for all of us that not everyone has the option to post. Which is unfortunate. You can't trust people. Some people, I should say, not all people. There are a few people you can definitely trust. Actually, I take that back. There's a lot of people you can trust. And we need you to go there. There we go. And finally, I probably need to do this. How about that? Are you happy now? There's a way to make a channel in Discord acting like a host, is it? Oh, really? How would you do that? Because I am not an expert on Discord. Definitely not. So that would, again, I'm going to take notes. This is one of my favorite things to do. Well, favorite, that's really stretching it. But I like to use the task option you have in Google Calendar, because you can just uncheck it once you're done. Can't spell. Why it takes such a long time. Awesome. And why is it stopped? It stopped because we're... Ooh, have we already created that many? I think we're doing way too much, as always. Let's stop at 5. Of course, you need power. Everything needs power. So, how is this looking? Red is fine. Lab, we need to make... Let's just make that. Everything needs to be... Wait, why are you complaining? Oh, you're not. You're almost done. Just DM'd a screenshot. Screenshot you from someone else's Discord. Did what? How am I to trust that? Yeah, and if you know, please, if someone knows how to not have Discord open up on one specific monitor, well, actually, I do want it to open on a specific monitor, but I want to know which one it is. It's almost guaranteed to open on the monitor I don't want it to open on. So when I launch Discord while I'm live, you can see my Discord. I don't want that. I want it on my second monitor, or eventually on my third one, which I haven't invested in yet. I will. Once I've figured out what to do with the big ass PC I have standing on my desk. Yeah. What should I do with you? You big ass thing. I would love to have it hanging underneath my desk. That would be amazing. Downside is, this is, although it's a decent desk, it's an IKEA desk. There's a lot of things I love about IKEA. The one thing I don't like about IKEA is that it's not the sturdiest things. It is kind of shabby. But it's cheap and easy to assemble. So on that side, I think IKEA wins most. But when it comes to this, I don't trust IKEA to hold an entire PC. A PC? An entire PC underneath my desk. I would love to. I don't think. Go. The cobbler. Right. There you go. Oh, wait. So this is of the way Discord could look like. That is really nice. I do like that. I definitely need to look into that, because that is probably the way I'd like to have my Discord. Let's see. Put it up on Discord. Let's see. I think to drag it to the monitor you like, then fully close it from system. Try to open it. I mean, I've seen that tip before, and yes, it kind of works. But please, just be on my side that that is probably the dumbest way to do it. Why not in settings give me an option to have it open on one monitor or the other? It shouldn't be that hard, right? It shouldn't. Close that, and we're making stuff. We've already made almost 250 of them. Oh, that's insane. And now the plates isn't keeping up. So what if we do this? And you're not... Oh, wait. Can I... I probably should somehow balance that thing. Or maybe I don't need it. We don't need these. One single left. That's going to annoy me if I don't fix that. Where are you? There you are. That's probably, to be honest, the next step to make sure we have a automation of these things. Yeah, probably. Oh, wait. Are we actually out of... Do we need more iron? We might need to increase our iron production. Fun. Like it. And we're actually grabbing a decent amount of coal, it looks like. Probably for one of these two. Oh, you're done. That makes sense. It does, doesn't it? You're done. So we need to add 2 more to the assembly. So let's do that. In the best way, we should do that. Or maybe I should upgrade these. Do I have the next step in mining? Doesn't look like I do. That's unfortunate. Well, let's grab this. Flip around. Do I need to add... No, this is really the issue, though. Maybe I was overproducing ore because I'm looking at it. I am full. The line is full. But I'm not producing enough. No, it's not the issue. The issue is this. I need to make these. I might have to make a furnace automation too. It looks like that. That and, what was it? The Foster belts. Those two. That's probably the next step in automation. You also agree. Muhammad, do you just like go to bed, wake up, and it's like, oh, they said something. I need to agree. Is that what happens? Is that what you're doing right now? That would be funny if you did. Wait, I put them the wrong way. Probably did, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I did. Can I do this? I can. I forgot about that. There we go. You're correct. You're correct. I don't know if I said this before, but anyone like a co-work free week, I can share a code. Oh. Well, if someone's interested, I personally will have to say no on that. But if someone's interested, please contact Cobbler. go. And there we go. And finally. How far apart are they meant to be? Pretty close. I guess so and so. Yeah, that's a big mess, but it works. You passed it. I believed you. I believed you. What's this? Empty. Now we're looking at... It's not optimized anymore. Yeah. We need to stop this for a second. This needs to be moved. Need to do this. And I need to do that. Power-wise, where are you meant to be? And then we need one right there. I don't have more. Where are you? There we go. Finally, let's connect. Yeah. Let's just do this. That splits it up. Perfect. And then the grabs. There we go. I think we're pushing it again the way we want to. And yeah. Saying how our production of plates just grinds everything to a halt when it's not working. That's insane. Oh, we got ads. Didn't notice. Too into it. Alright. Usually that will be a great place to take a break, but let's sit it out for now. I'm also reaching the end of my usual stream hours. We'll push it a few more. A bit more. We can do it. I believe in myself. Let's make sure we get this going. Like, the feeling I get is that this belt is split once. It probably needs to be full below. Well, actually, this part is full. So I don't might not have to worry about that. This part is full. Everything is full. At the same time, we're not producing anything else. For reasons. Now I'm annoyed by that, so fix that. You like how the rocks look seamless on the turns? With which turns? You're referring to mining turns, like the mining down here? Oh, we're opening up a bit, so we're not producing enough. Oh, actually, this is filling up. Nice, nice. I do still feel like as we're expanding, we are probably not going to have enough plates, so we might have to increase the production either way. But for now, I think we're doing fine. It's always a fun thing to do for another time. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do. Some absolutely unnecessary stuff, but we're going to do this. There we go. There we go. Now that's a line. Oh, green signs are being consumed. A lot faster than the red signs. All right. Not a big issue, though. And that is fine. Also, I think your noise case is a bit strong for my taste. It might be, yeah. So what's happening is... How to explain this? So I'm technically using two noise gates, but their purpose is slightly different. So I can kind of show you. So this is my mixer, and this is my filters, right? So the noise gate is on default. It's standard. But if I turn it off, you might not tell a lot of difference, but there is in the background when I'm talking, there might be a difference. And if I type, if I do some clicking, it will likely come through. At least I can hear when I test. Might not come through during live stream. I don't know. So actually, this is the one of mine. You heard everything. Have I tried NVIDIA Broadcast? I have, and it's insanely costly on my GPU. And my PCs need every bit of the GPU right now. But I do have a secret weapon. And I'm thinking you were not here earlier when I talked about it. So what I did about a week ago, it took longer to get it than I hoped because UPS was struggling and did not do what I wanted it to do. They sent the package to the wrong address. Idiots. Either way, I got this. This is the latest from Elgato. It's the Wave XLR Pro. Cost a bit. I had to kind of sell a few body parts for it, but it is the next step in hopefully will we improve my audio quality. Yeah, exactly. I think it's really sick. So instead of going pure software, flexing, of course. Dude, I bought this. Of course I'm going to flex. Dude, you should flex if you buy something cool, I think, within limits. But instead of software stuff, purely filtering on the software, I'm now going to filter on hardware. And I think that is going to improve things a lot. And there is one thing which I don't think I've personally heard any other hardware or software do, to my knowledge. And that is this guy is also capable of doing something called ducking. And I mean, you can do it in video editing stuff like DaVinci Resolve does have ducking. But what ducking does is that when I talk, the music gets slower at the level I can control perfectly. So once I stop talking, I can increase the music or the sound of the game, and it can automatically do that. And it does it fairly fast, as far as I can tell from videos. So I'm really looking forward to that part. What I'm not looking forward to is to get on my knees and unplug all the cables and then trying to plug the correct ones in and making sure my two PCs then work together. I'm also going to have to move my YouTube Music desktop app over to my PC, my streaming PC, and then I'm going to have to reconnect my Stream Deck to work with that PC rather than my actual primary PC. That will take 2 hours. Well, you wish. Like, do not underestimate my incompetence. This will not take 2 hours. If I was confident I could do it in 2 hours, I would have done it before the stream. But I'm so scared of trying it, like before the stream, that I definitely said, you know what, I have to wait. I need at least 6 hours to be safe. So yeah, but I do look forward to trying it out, and hopefully you will for you, there will be a lot better sound, and I can kind of hopefully lower that noise gate a bit. But it is on the stronger side because I don't want I don't want you to like hear the lapping of keyboards and things like that. But I am honestly going to lower this level slightly. The thing will pop out, will do while doing this, and you will end up close to bedtime. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm really tempted to do this after a stream. I mean, yeah, I really am, like directly after. I might have to wait until tomorrow. Because it's been a long day, a long week. Fun week. We've done a lot of cool stuff at work. It's been amazing. So did I tell you what I want to do next? Did I do that? I did, didn't I? What is tomorrow? The next day? Right? You wouldn't sleep until you've installed it? Dude, I'm so tempted, really, honestly. And I might be able to do it before it gets too late. You would be thinking it in bed, yeah. Dude, oh fuck. So, just to give you an insight into my mind, how it's usually quite sane. Nothing to worry about. But one thing that kept me awake, go back maybe 2 weeks. It kept me awake for about 1.5 to 2 hours. That's an estimate. It could have been longer. It could also be slightly shorter. And that is me thinking, did you know that if you take one apple and you add another apple, that's 100% increase? Or, well, it's an increase of 200%. I can't, the math is still math, percentage, dumb things. Well, it is an increase of 100%. Now, those two apples are now 100% of the apples you personally own, but it's not the increase percentage you had. So another example would be take one apple, add 9 apples. Now you increase the number of apples with 900%. But the total amount compared to what you had is now 10,000% or 1,000% more, but that is still 100% of everything you have. Not making sense. Am I just rambling? Which is not new. But do you get me? So my head was trying to get that to work. Eventually, I think it did. I'm not bad at math, but that kind of got me. You heard apples. There you go. That's all you needed to hear. Nothing more. Nothing else needed. No. Wait, have you stopped? Because the belt is full. Awesome. We're going to have a look at the copper too. And I probably should figure out how to make steel. Which is probably a combination of copper, no, sorry, coal and iron plates, I'd assume. And you're pretty much full. But yeah, so sometimes my brain goes places. Fortunately, it hasn't put me in too much trouble yet because I tend to be quiet about those absolutely insane things that tend to go inside my head. But yeah. Ooh, I probably should make this one. That's probably, yeah, I can't make steel until this is done. By the way, you fixed the chat thing for usernames, right? The one that if you write a really long text, or if you write multiple chats at the same time, your username will still pop in between. I think I did. It should be, if you look at the top, and if you kind of add something yourself, you might see it. I think I did fix it. It might have been gone back to what it was because I had to update that thing at one point. Oh, it's not working. Awesome. Yeah, so welcome to the world of streaming. It works, then it doesn't. So it did work. All right. So how about this? How about this? We could take, I think I could make this work in less than 5 minutes. Bear with me. It should. Let me back onto it. No, I can't. I can't wait. Go to this guy. Uh, wait. What? Oh, right. Oh, wrong PC. Wrong PC. I was like, what the hell? Where's my stuff? On the wrong PC. Yeah, it is a box. It's definitely just a simple box. I don't think I have that command, by the way, Mohammed. And also, I think you used to call the wrong symbol. No, I was distracted again. I think it's this. Yeah. Low piece 1.5. Low 5. I think I've lost it. Where the actual hell did I put it? I thought I had a simple. Oh, it could be. There you go. There you go. There you go. And also, just in case, just gonna do that. And we should go to this. And it should be a simple one switch, which should be not that one, not that one. That one. Interesting. There's a mode called furry mode. I don't want to use that. There you go. So it's actually, I need to disable what I'm thinking of. Then I need to copy this. Y'all having fun watching me try to fix this thing? And then, oh, now I can unblur. I need to go to get to this guy, and I need to go to a lot of scenes, and I don't want to click the wrong thing so you guys see too much. I need to open the properties. I need to copy paste that thing. Did that break something? Like, did it break? No, I think so. I think we're fine. Well, something might have broken. Yeah, I think something might have broken. But I think it's fine now. It should be working the way we expect. You can zoom in. Have a look. Yeah, it works. It's just I need to adjust the opacity and the position. I could do that later. It is smaller than 4 because I resized it. So instead of resizing it in the the URL, the app, you want to call, let's call it an app. I resized it in OBS. I think that's a mistake, which I probably could quickly fix, to be honest. What if we do that? That's probably too much. How about that? Go back to OBS. Let's keep it that way. I'm also trying not to show you like behind the scenes stuff. Not that I really care. It seems unprofessional. And I need to double click this, paste, click to refresh. That should have fixed it. So if we do this, is it popping up? How about that? I think that looks better, doesn't it? Oops. Wrong buttons. It might be a bit bigger than before, to be honest, but I kind of like it. And it's definitely covering that ugly border that, unfortunately, I have to see when I play the game. There you go. Thank you for actually commenting on that, so I knew about it. And now we're looking professional again. So, one last thing I'm gonna do here now. I'm gonna press the right buttons. I'm gonna make steel furnace, but I need steel plates and stone bricks. Ooh, now we got to that point. I'm not gonna be able to do that today. So let's save. Oh, there we go. Check your last long chat. Oh, it's in between my posts there. Okay, I feel every time I join the stream, I make you just work on your stream. It wasn't that bad, but it tends to happen when you're here. But I do appreciate it because there are times I don't notice these things, and that problem could have been there for like 4 weeks. So now that it's fixed, I am happy. Hopefully, everyone else likes it and are happy too. But now I'm realizing that I've been here for like 3.5 hours. My voice is getting really hoarse, and I can't really feel the power in anymore. So we're going to end it there. Just a quick summarize, though, of the stream. I did talk a bit about why I'm only streaming once a week. If you haven't been there, you might have been there for a while now, but if you missed it, it is because I needed time to think on what I wanted to do with the game I'm working on. So I'm working on a horror game, and I think I'm pretty confident I'll be back to regular schedule, not next week, but the week thereafter. And hopefully we'll get things rolling and really get into it, because I do have some really fun ideas, and I'm really looking forward to get into it. And forget to set up the Elgato, dude. It's way too big and it's on my desk. I'm not going to miss it. I'm definitely going to do that while over the weekend. Tomorrow, probably. And yes, that apart from that, dude, honestly, the progress we made on our factory today, I am honestly really happy. A lot of this stuff wasn't there before. We also optimized a few things. So do look forward to the next stream while I have a new audio set up and hopefully some new content. Hopefully I can talk about the GDD document so I can tell you what it is the game will, the direction of the game that I'll be making. So without that and any further ados, I'm not going to drag this out. We're going to end it there. So thank you all for showing up, and I do hope to see you all on Friday next week. And I do need to get better at one thing, and that is to raid people. If I need more shorts, I'll try. I'm realizing that Factorio kind of hard to make shorts. It becomes this how-to thing, and I don't want to do an how-to video. People know more about Factorio than I do. I'll try. I have a few more nice moments this stream. So let's see. How do I raid? It's been so long. Oh, fucking hell. And also I have a new setup, so I can't really, I don't understand what the hell I'm doing. We're going to Ibiza. We could use this guy, right channel. So let's see. Do we have anyone with similar levels of viewers? Probably. Let's go for this guy. He seems to know what he's doing. Yeah, it is that. But the problem, I don't know a username. But we're going to try this guy. Azumode seems like an awesome guy. So yeah. All right. Again, thank you all for showing up. And I do hope to see you all next week. And Mohammed just woke up. Mohammed, we're ending for today. Go back to bed. And I'll see you next week. All right. Take care.